Did you know there's a very popular hydration myth that can be dangerous after the age of 60? Many people believe that you should only drink water when you feel thirsty. And although this idea sounds logical, in older adults it can become a silent risk. I am Dr. Sinclair, and today I want to help you understand how hydration really works after age 60, why this myth confuses so many people, and how to stay safe every day. After age 60, the body goes through natural changes that affect almost every system, including the mechanism that regulates thirst. The sensation of thirst works like an alarm. It signals when the body needs water. But with age, that alarm becomes weaker, slower, and less reliable. The body may be needing water for hours, but the sensation of thirst simply does not appear. This means that if an older adult waits to feel thirsty before drinking water, they are already experiencing mild dehydration without realizing it. Not long ago, I treated a 71-year-old patient named Laura. She insisted that she didn't need to drink water because she almost never felt thirsty. However, every afternoon she felt tired, mentally foggy, and experienced mild headaches. For years, she believed this was normal for her age. When we reviewed her habits, we discovered she spent almost the entire morning without drinking anything at all. Her body was asking for water, but the thirst signal was no longer showing up. After incorporating small sips of water throughout the day, her symptoms improved significantly in just 1 week. It was not a neurological problem or a blood pressure issue. It was mild dehydration that her body no longer knew how to warn her about. This delay in the thirst signal is not a minor issue. Mild dehydration affects memory, mental clarity, physical coordination, digestion, and even blood pressure. Many older adults feel sudden fatigue, temporary confusion, mild headaches, or difficulty concentrating, and attribute these symptoms to aging. In reality, many times it is a brain working with less water than it needs. Imagine hydration as the electrical system of a house. When the supply is constant and sufficient, everything works properly. The lights shine clearly, appliances respond without delays, and every room feels stable and in order. There are no failures, no interruptions. Everything is synchronized. But when the energy begins to arrive in a lower amount or irregularly, problems appear, lights flicker, some devices stop working for moments, others overheat, and the entire house becomes less efficient. Nothing breaks immediately, but everything operates with reduced performance. Lack of water in the body produces a similar effect. When hydration is insufficient, the brain receives unstable energy. Neurons must work harder, communication between them becomes slower, and mental precision decreases. Memory begins to fail in small details. Attention drifts more easily, and simple tasks require more time or more effort. It is not a sudden deterioration, but a gradual reduction in performance. Just like a house with weak electricity, it still works, but it works worse. Many people believe that coffee or tea can replace water. Although they provide some liquid, they also increase urine production. This means that even if it seems you are drinking enough, your body eliminates part of that liquid quickly. For an older adult, this can create a false sense of hydration. Something similar happens with sugary drinks or packaged juices. They seem refreshing, but they contain large amounts of sugar that increase thirst, alter energy levels, and do not hydrate effectively. Another frequent issue is that many older adults reduce water intake out of fear of waking up at night to use the bathroom. While this is a valid concern, lowering hydration during the day can cause dizziness, muscle weakness, constipation, mood changes, and an increased risk of falls. The best approach is to drink small amounts of water at different times of the day to avoid dehydration and nighttime discomfort. The body also uses water for functions we do not always feel: regulating temperature, lubricating joints, protecting internal organs, helping the heart pump blood, and allowing the kidneys to filter properly. When water is lacking, all these processes become less efficient. It is as if the body starts functioning at half capacity. We must also consider that after age 60, the body has a reduced ability to retain water. This is not an isolated problem, but a natural change. Muscles, which act as significant water reserves, decrease with age, and the kidneys become less efficient at conserving fluids. As a result, even a small loss of water can feel like a much larger impact compared to younger years. This means that everyday situations that previously caused no issue can now trigger dehydration more quickly. A warm day, for example, can cause significant water loss through sweat without the person noticing, especially if the sense of thirst is diminished. The same happens with simple activities such as taking a slightly longer walk, climbing stairs, or doing household tasks. Although these may seem like light efforts, the body of an older adult may require extra hydration to recover. Additionally, certain medications commonly used after age 60, such as diuretics for blood pressure, heart medications, or drugs that affect circulation, can increase fluid loss. This means the body loses water more rapidly, even without changes in daily activity. If water is not replenished adequately, dehydration can develop silently. For all these reasons, age makes hydration a more delicate process where small variations can have significant effects on physical and mental well-being. Diet also plays a role. Foods such as fruits, vegetables, soups, and salads provide natural water, but they do not replace drinking water directly. Other foods, such as very salty or processed products, increase the need for hydration without the person realizing it. For example, salty breads, packaged broths, cured meats, or dry snacks can increase thirst. But if the thirst signal is weak, the person may go hours without replacing the lost fluids. When water is lacking, muscles work with less efficiency. The legs, which support most of the body's weight, are especially sensitive to low hydration. When dehydrated, they may feel heavier, less steady, or even awkward, as if they no longer respond with the same confidence. This subtle loss of stability shows up in shorter steps, slower movements, and greater difficulty maintaining balance when standing up or turning. What once felt automatic now requires conscious effort. The ideal is to drink small amounts throughout the day. A small glass in the morning, another mid-morning, one at lunch, one in the afternoon, and another in the evening. This keeps hydration stable without overwhelming the body. A simple method to evaluate hydration is to observe urine color. If it is clear or pale yellow, hydration is adequate. If it is dark, the body is asking for more water even if thirst is not present. This is a practical and reliable indicator for anyone. Another important aspect is incorporating simple habits that help avoid forgetting to drink water. After age 60, thirst may not always appear, so it is useful to create natural reminders throughout the day. Establishing a fixed routine can be very effective. A small glass of water upon waking, another after the first meal, one mid-morning, one at lunch, another in the afternoon, and a final one before dinner. This way, the body receives water at predictable intervals without depending on thirst. It may also help to keep a bottle or glass visible in places where you spend most of your time, such as the kitchen table, the living room, or beside the bed. Having water within reach reinforces the habit effortlessly. Another strategy is to use small bottles so that drinking does not feel overwhelming. Small portions spread throughout the day are easier to maintain. Some people find it helpful to associate hydration with daily activities. Drinking water when taking medication, after returning from the bathroom, or after a brief walk. These connections turn hydration into part of the routine. Foods rich in water, such as fruits and vegetables, can also support hydration, although they should never replace drinking water directly. For those who struggle to remember, visual or auditory reminders can be useful. A note on the refrigerator, a gentle phone alarm, or a watch with scheduled alerts can make a significant difference. The goal is to find a system that fits each person's lifestyle and keeps hydration consistent without inconvenience. And with that, now you understand why the myth of only drinking water when you feel thirsty can be dangerous after age 60, how the hydration mechanism truly works at this stage of life, and which simple habits can help you maintain a safe hydration level every day. If you made it this far, write in the comments, "My kidneys will be healthy." So I know you stayed with me until the end. Because yes, health truly is the first priority.